I don't know if it is a bass. I think it's a 5-pounder. But it's definitely one fish that we really need to put in the boat! In the boat! In the boat! Ah! That's the winning fish. What a day. That's the best fishing day of my life.
Stop 5 of the Tackle Warehouse Pro Circuit here on the Potomac River is over and done with. We got ourselves a brand new champion, a rookie champion, an international champion, Jacopo Gallelli.
Yes, I did it. It's still unbelievable. I don't know what I did yesterday. I mean, my target weight was 17 pounds a day, and then, wow, I did 20. I don't know how, but
4-pounders were just jumping on your line left and right.
I mean, they decide to bite all the time, you know.
Well, it was a pretty incredible day. It was a pretty incredible week. You were fishing down south, so we're fixing to get this boat splash, run on down there and see if you left a few.
Absolutely. That's where we are going.
Are we going to catch one?
Absolutely, yes.
I like his confidence. Let's roll. All right, Jacopo, we're down here in Potomac Creek. You pretty much milked this thing for all it was worth. You know, like we said earlier, it gave you 20 pounds yesterday, which gave you the win, but tell me a little bit about how you found this particular spot.
I mean, it was the first day of pre-practice, and I mentioned it also in the interview. It was a tough day. I had caught only 5 big snakehead that day. I was not catching nothing, and then I saw something on the mega side of my Helix 12, and I said, that stuff looks nice. That stuff looks like milfoil to me. So I was almost, and that was the sliding door of my tournament. I mean, I was almost saying, I'm tired, it's bad weather. I was almost going on, I tell you honestly. And then I said, no, Jacopo, you have to do it, you know? When you can't, then you must. That's what I say to myself all the time. So basically I started fishing, and I think at the first cast I caught a 4-pounder. Then I cast back and I caught a 3 or a 3.5. I really don't remember. I said, maybe I am on something. And I kind of understood that this spot was just a spot that was mine, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what it was. I mean, I never saw anybody else fish this spot.
Which is really interesting on the Potomac, because everyone fishes together.
There was Dion Eadbone showing up one day, fishing a little bit, but with no idea what he was doing, because he was fishing just, you know, because he saw me here, he knew I was fishing grass, was clear to him, and started doing his thing, but he fished it probably for 5 minutes, you know. So that's it. So let's go fishing.
Let's rip some chatterbaits through some grass.
So now I need to come your way and you have to turn, okay?
Okay. I had a mega perch follow this thing to the boat.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, you got it.
It is a bass. Look at that. You told me 10 casts last night at dinner, and though I made some.
I had another bite.
Oh gosh, we're in them. We're so in them. I made a few extra casts, but I'm going to give you the nod on basically calling your shot.
You know what? I have been a guide for 10 years in Italy before becoming a professional. Also, you are a pretty good hanger, my friend. So.
Hey, thank you. You know, watching you yesterday, there are a lot of guys, you know, that'll throw a chatterbait, and when they get it in grass, you know, we'll give it a pretty good pop free. But I feel like, I mean, you said earlier, that retrieve, you actually, you know, really cracking that thing out of there was triggering a lot of bites, right?
Yeah, basically snagging the chatterbait in the grass and doing it on purpose to not release it, and getting a reaction strike from those aggressive fish. and the bite occurred always in the second where I just removed the bait from the grass, or just a second in the fall that was just after it, you know?
Yeah, okay.
I caught actually a 4-pounder, I think, that which I was very close to the boat, just like I was fishing a jig. I mean, I was like I'm doing right now, just dropped it, and I saw my line swimming, you know. But other than that, I caught all my fish doing that play with the stroking technique.
And you also said you didn't like to make a really long cast just because you felt like it increased your odds of actually getting these things in the boat, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to don't cast more than 28, 29 yards away, because I felt like that when they were biting, I was so high with the rod that which was not very easy to set the hook, obviously, because you don't have leverage when you have the rod. I was having my bite when I had the rod like that, because I was ripping it, and so I was here. So if I was making two of a long cast, that little slack line, maybe at 30, 32, 33 yard, you cannot set the hook. So the third day I lost a couple because of that. So I said, I'd rather present the lure with a shorter cast, but put them in the boat. And you saw, I put them in the boat. I mean,
Yeah, you
I
did.
lost probably only one bite all day long. So I was very effective, and this is what makes the difference. I mean, when you fish, you have always to try to understand and try to do all the fine details that really helps you to catch more and bigger fish. So that's what I did. Here we go. Is him. It's a good one.
Oh boy. Man, it is a good one. Oh, and it's coming in hot.
In the boat.
Look at that.
That's
In the boat.
This is in the boat, Gallelli. It's probably close to 3 pounds. That's the average fish I was hunting for when I was here in these days. One of the main key of my win over here was to understand what was the average kind of fish I needed, no, to bring to the scale. And I kind of understood that fish up less than 2.5, I was not interested. So when I found fish better than that average, I knew I had to fish over here.
All right, Jacopo, you were telling about how, like the half-ounce jackhammer was the size of the chatterbait to rip through the grass, but throwing a chatterbait's like throwing a crankbait in that you got to have the right stuff to make sure you get those fish in the boat. So tell me about your setup you threw your chatterbait on.
So I was using two same model rod. I mean, a chatter crank from 13 Fishing is the Heavy series. It's a very nice rod. I mean, it's very nice quality components. There are Fuji guides in here. I mean, a custom reel seat and a very nice Toray blank over here. And this rod is particular because it has a very soft tip, like a crankbait rod. Is a composite fiberglass, okay? Then, as you see on the band, close. This rod close and become like almost fast action, you know? And I pair it always with 17-pound fluoro advance from Suffix, and with a composite C2 7.5 gear ratio that give you also the ability to really catch those fish that hit on the drop.
Oh, he's got one.
The drop, that's
High
what
sticking.
I was telling you, to keep them pinned. That's why you need, you know, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a big fish. That's more than 4 pounds.
Dang, man.
I mean, you see, this fish is Jurassic. You see how
pumpy
aggressive,
it is.
how chunky it is? See how choked it. And that's why I told you that it's very important to have the 7.5. I have the bite when I had the rod right here after stroking my chatterbait. So if I had not a fast reel, couldn't keep up with the fish. So you see how fat it is? And the belly, if you touch it, you can touch the crawdad. You can feel them. I can really feel the hard part of the crawdad.
Nice, man. So you gave us a rundown on the rod, but you should give us the specifics on what size chatterbait and what you're throwing on the back.
Right now, I gave you the good one, so it's easier for you to catch fish. I got the 3/8. It's the same color. These allow you to fish a little bit shallower, but honestly, was way better to snag anyway in the grass. So with the
That's why you like the 1/2 ounce.
Yeah. And also what you want to drive those fish nut, you want just to have a very fast drop when the lure goes to the bottom. So the 3/8 is a little bit less, you know, enticing for them.
But you
So
put a
that's the
pit boss
way
on
I'd-
it and you dyed it red,
Yeah.
and that was about it.
Yeah, with the spike hit. So, and I do that in a particular way. I call it scarpetta. This is something we do in Italy with the food. I don't think anybody does it. Doing like that, you see you have a camu, like a real crawdad. The crawdad has not straight pincher or everything the same color. It's just a little bit camu like that. And this always, I made this for 20 years now. And I feel like when I have to imitate a crawdad, this is the deal, you know?
Yeah. Versus a lot of people will take that trailer out,
Yeah.
dip it right in the jar of
Also,
dye, and
you
you'll have
save
that
a
straight
lot
line.
of product, but I don't
Oh,
do
sure.
that. I don't do that for that purpose, you know?
Well, Jacopo, you proved that you did find a diamond in the rough out here on the Potomac, because you know you put on another clinic today. Your fish are still here. Your spot produced again, which is kind of rare sometimes in day 5. Usually guys beat up on them pretty good, but you still made it happen. And I honestly, this week getting to watch you was pretty cool, just from the emotional side of, you know, you going through from hollering when you were catching fish to, you know, just seeing how relieved you were to finally hold one of these trophies in your rookie season of all things too. Like if it was just a magical week for you, and I had a heck of a time out here today, but sun's getting up, fishing slowing down a little bit. We both got places to go. So I think with that, man, we maybe make like one more cast, but otherwise I think we're out of here, huh?
Yeah, we are out of here. I mean, it's time to go. You know, also the fish are gone. It's already 11:30. The tides start to be bad. They are not going to bite a lot anymore.
Well, with that, congrats, man. Heck of
you
a
very
job
much.
this week, but yeah, let's put her on the trailer.
Yeah, let's go.